Good afternoon, everybody. Down here at Bars Lake. I'll put that on the screen because I never can say it well. Hope everybody's doing good today. It was another one of those days, just had to get out of the house. Too nice. It's bound to be close to 60 degrees right now, if not above. And if you really pay close attention to the water out there, you'll see that we got about 20-mile-an-hour winds. This little spot right here is kind of down in an enclosed place, sheltered a little bit from the wind we got today, mostly from the southwest. So that's why I'm sitting in the truck. I tried to shoot a little bit outside and you couldn't even hear me. We're just down going to take a ride today. And yeah, today is a wee day. Oh, did you see that little tornado come up there? It's Friday. It's been Saturday all morning for me, for some reason. This could be the reason. Donna decided it'd be a good time to come with me today, just to get out, roam around a little bit. We have absolutely no particular destination in mind. Somewhere down in here I've got the map. We're going to drag it out in a minute and look. We're probably going to stop down at the buffalo range. She wanted to see the beefaloes, if they're out again. They were last time, remember? If you don't, watch that video. We're going to actually have a little snack right now, or I am. I don't know about her. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Get a slash or two of tea. And then we're going to head north on the trace somewhere and just see where it goes. Thanks for coming along today. Appreciate it. Stick around. That was a nice little break. You can maybe be able to hear the wind whistling through the truck. Got some pretty good gusts. We're going to have to watch out for fallen limbs today. Donna mentioned that the pollen count's probably up pretty high today too. We're going to fire up and head on out of here. Come with us. gotta go. You gotta go. Not bad scenery either. Well, made it down to the end of 359. And I'll get out here in a second or two and give you a little peek around. The wind is really up and down. And there's my door closing on me. Nice big spot for camping, I'll show you guys. And convenient turlet in the woods. Need more of them. She didn't like the looks of that one. I've got the wind filter on, but that don't mean you guys are going to hear me very well. Get my face up close to the camera. Nice spot. It does look like quite a few people come down through here, and somebody at one point in time, you guys see the minnow trap? Well, it's not a minnow trap. You put yeast in the bottom of that, and the CO2 coming off the yeast, it draws mosquitoes to it. Just a good place. And it's fairly clean. There's quite a few of these little fire pits everywhere. I'm not going to stay here too long. I don't know if this little section of bay actually has a name. If it does, I'll write it down at the bottom for you. You guys saw and heard the wind, and it's not going to let up anytime soon, I don't imagine today. Doesn't seem like it's going to. It's just a good place to camp. Going to come down. Getting in and out. Not that bad. And speaking of getting out, we're going to head back out that way, back over to 174. And go a little further north. May turn on the next one that goes to the right. I don't know. coming down 355 there. And I don't know, it's big rocks, you've seen that. I'm going to head off on down the hill here. Just a little bit further, I'll walk down there and it seems like it's going to be Make it all the way to the end. Donna's going to sit in the truck for this one. Big old limestone rocks. I believe that'd be about a Kentucky number 2. Spot to turn around there looks pretty muddy. We're going to see that in a few minutes, but they got a water trail sign down here. And I thought these were supposed to be, you know, accessible to everybody. Mr. Crane spooked him up. This spot doesn't look too hard traveled. Not really. A couple of places to camp on the way in. And a little trashy down here. Not a bad little spot. There again, I don't think this has, this bay has a name designation. Let me get down here just a little further. I'm afraid I'm gonna spin kind of heavy getting out on these rocks. As you can see, it gets pretty shallow out there. Around all the islands, it's fairly shallow. Plus you can see the trees laying in the water. And I'll see if this camera will zoom in. Yeah, there you can kind of see the trees in the water. But way back over there, in that direction, is the Cumberland River. No place to camp down here unless you really want to. And as you can see, the camera don't do it justice. These ruts are a foot deep coming out of that rock. It's the reason I stopped up there. And I still may have problems. We'll see. All right, we're headed out. Well, boys and girls, we're still down at the end of 355. I got a little hung up. I should say we got a little hung up. We're not upset. The only thing I'm upset about is my four-wheel drive's not locking in. 2 days ago it did. Today it's not. So we're having a little issue. Got 2 options. I've got a set of traction boards, but I've also got a set of chains. And to get the rest of the way up this hill, I think the chains, I'm just going to go ahead and throw them on. Down and dirty pretty quick. I'll show you guys. Save the last for last. You guys have seen these before and know they're not a true set of chains. Quick chains, if you want to call them. These are good roads. I don't know that makes a difference either. I got the set of 8. I've already got the other 4 on the other side. These are not that bad. This one didn't come with a little plastic thing to reach through, but luckily enough on my wheels, it's not that hard to get to and to get the chain slung around the tire. You just got to practice. And this is the first time I've used them, so I don't have that practice to fall back on. I'm not even 100% sure we can get where we're going with these on, but we're going to give her a shot. They're not too hard to get adjusted. You can kind of feel where it is on the back sidewall and get the same over here, and then just ratchet them down. I try to get at least a full turn, maybe a little more on the spool, and I'm going to bring them down to where I can just see it mash into the tire. That ain't going to stay once the tire gets spinning. We'll see. I guess you could say the predicament I got in is I walked over here and I knew I did not want to back out on that. That back over there is softer than it is right up here on the roadbed. And I got off the rocks. And for whatever reason, that front end ain't pulling. And I'm not real happy about that. But anyway, let's get back in the truck, see if it goes up the hill. You ready, dear?
Yep.
Just throw that in the back. Not sure what's going to happen, but let's find out. I do have it in 4 low, and it is in low range. Now, I got to back up just a little bit of where I gave myself some spin room. And I'm going to try to go as straight out of here as I can. That's right where we were before. You give it a little torque, and we'll see. Can't get to chunking. Can't get to chunking. That's not gonna. I'm gonna get right up on the top of that where I just pushed the gravel out. Come on, truck. We can get straightened out and get off of this mud. I think we'll be okay. The back end of the truck is not up on the gravel yet. Straight run. Okay. You guys can try to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to work myself back straight up on the rocks. I don't know if that's going to help. Wow, I think I just tore a chain. Let me see. Had the first casualty. One of them broke. The ratcheting mechanism won't hold. My fault. I spun too hard. So I got to get backed up on the berm that I've made and make a run till that tire starts digging in a little. I hope. I got to get here. Is that tire spinning? You can't see. And I can't tell what the front end's doing anymore. It's tired. Just fucking hanging there, Donna. Here we go again. I threw some rocks under this one, try to give it a little traction. The right front has started to pull a little bit. That's weak, ain't it? I can't do center lock either. It won't. It's what it should have done the first time we tried to come out of that. That right front wheel pulling just a little bit made all the damn difference. We're going to have to look into that. Now I'm going to pull off right here on a level spot where I don't think we'll need the chains anymore and take them off. We got this far in 2-wheel drive. Maybe we can get out in 2-wheel drive. You reckon?
I hope so.
Me too. Yeah, for whatever reason, the FWD not kicking in. I tried not to back out too far on this. Just to show you guys real quick. That's where my back tire started out right there. Pushed up against the edge. And as I came out, we went that way. Both tires. And then I could get up as far as the rocks. And that was it. She started spinning. So with the chains, it took a couple of times. And I had to throw some rock down in that. Off of that little pile there. And I backed up on that pile. And oddly enough, when the vehicle started moving, this rear never tried to spin, but look at there. The front kicked in and started digging all the way up. So, I'm going to run it out of here in FWD just to exercise it. Maybe that'll help some. Let's see. But it is locked in. At least that's good to know. Alright. Take the chains off. Only broke the one, and I don't know that it's completely broke, but it's completely full of mud. We came on back up the road a little ways and I am stopped right in the middle of the road. We know there ain't nobody down there. And if anybody comes from that direction, I believe we got time to get out of the way. Donna's getting us some lunch out. It's actually right at 3 o'clock, so we're a little late on lunch, but that little expedition just made me hungry. We'll be back. Well, we had a good little break. Good ham sandwich. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Rested up from the dig out. It could have been a lot worse. When I got down underneath the large rock, there was small rock. It wasn't all mud like that was over on the side, but I don't know. I just didn't want to turn around on the rocks. I couldn't really find a spot wide enough to do it without going all the way down the hill. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we'd have been screwed. Pretty much would have been at the mercy of somebody else. And the fact that I do not have a winch, that would have made a big difference. I think we're going to call this one right about here. It's got to be going on 4 o'clock, give or take.
Yep.
It's been a real nice day, even with the hang up. If you don't ever use your emergency gear, you don't know how. And I think that went off pretty good for the first time with those chains. I'll show you a little more about that in a video coming up. We're just going to head back out, catch 174 and go back south. Kind of pretty much the way we came in, back down the trace, back to the house. Thanks for coming, everybody. I do appreciate you looking in on us. Till next time, just waiting for the next big adventure. Just another little quick one on the way out. And these rocks are gnarly. I believe that says, what? Bethlehem?
Is it Bethlehem?
Bethlehem Baptist Church. Doesn't have a date on it or anything, but still see where it was. There's little hidden jewels all over the place down here. And if you don't keep your eyes peeled out in the woods, sometimes you drive right by them. Once again, thanks for coming along, guys. Well, as you guys saw earlier and heard earlier, it was a windy day. This is another one of the little pleasures and treasures that you run into down here at LBL. So, we're gonna head back the other direction. And I got a long way to back up.